based on what you find meditative. It could be reading a book. It could be praying. It could be sewing. It could be coloring. It could be painting. It could be singing, dancing. Whatever makes you feel at peace, gives you comfort, helps calm you down, that is what you would use as your meditation. And everybody thinks that, oh, if I'm not levitating and I'm not feeling euphoric and da 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 da, that I'm not meditating. Nah, meditation is whatever you make it. It could be when you sit down to eat a meal, just sitting with yourself, sitting in silence, tuning into your mind, your body, allowing that meditation to serve as a form of a cleanse and a detox. That is the purpose of a meditation, to cleanse you from the inside. So I just encourage everybody to try something meditative, try something different in your life. I have a couple things. So the motivational quote that I pulled up today states, "The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Don't give up."
Oh, that's a good one.
Good one, right? The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Don't give up.
I love that.
How does that resonate with you, sis?
That's a good one right there, because every day it's a struggle sometimes for some of us, and not to say that we're always in a bad space, but life struggles, what we go through, just daily living, just getting by, family issues, work,
right.
Whatever it is, living in this world ain't easy, and the best way to deal with your struggles, I find, is to just deal with them head on and don't let them engulf you. And because it's so easy to get engulfed in what I don't have. Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, what can I do to get it?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, like for me, I like to gamble. There's no secret. It's no secret. It's actually a new fetish because I was not one to gamble. But recently, I always kind of betted on sports. Okay. Now I did sports, but me and my cousin's daughter's father, we used to ride out to Delaware in the morning on a weekend and go put our bet slips in, because Delaware had sports betting long before we did. And you can go to Delaware and bet on the games, do the parlays and all that stuff. So I've been betting on football. I probably started I'm going to say 2016.
Okay.
Something like that. I really learned how, because I was trying to no guys, they really wanted to, not talking about all guys, but maybe they didn't really know either. And that's why they didn't show me how to do it. I figured that out. A lot of times people don't really know the parlays, like what it means for the parlay. They hear it, but they don't know exactly what a leg is on one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me, I want to put my money in here, so that means I need to just not bet on it. I need to understand. I don't want to be putting money on here and I don't understand what I'm betting on, and that's what I was doing in the beginning. Although sometimes I was winning, I still was just betting out of kind of guessing, because I wasn't sure what I was doing. Like, what is a parlay? At first, I didn't even know what the hell is a parlay.
I don't understand none of it. It gives me a damn headache.
But actually, it's really easy, because a parlay, and then with so many betting apps that they have on, you can sit on your phone and gamble, play slots, bet football on your computer. You can sit down there and do it. It's like having a computer right in your house. You can play the slot. The same slots you play at the casino, a lot of them is right on DraftKings, FanDuel. You can sit on your computer and literally connect your debit card to the casino.
That's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. I'm gonna tell y'all Melly Mel. Don't do it. Don't do it, baby.
That sound dangerous.
Don't freaking do it. Don't freaking do it. Don't freaking do it.
So, you know, this show is called Think Outside the Box. So, we all over the place on this podcast. We do whatever we want to do. And we have a village of people behind us that are like rooting us on and telling us, keep that, do this, do that, do this, do that. Shout out to DJ Johnny Wishbone, our New York Block Aware family. He is like one of our biggest cheerleaders.
Like, he really, really is.
I love you so much, big bro. Like, he sent me 2 drops. One for the sports segment and another one for You Know What I Don't Like. I just want to give you your flowers on air, really Wishbone, because you've been super supportive of my show from day one. The fact that you are as excited, if not more excited about my show than me at times, it's motivational. It's times when I probably don't even feel like doing the show, but I'm like, I gotta go because Wishbone is watching, or somebody is watching, somebody, you know. So I just want to let you know, Wishbone, I definitely love and appreciate you. Thank you for the motivation. Thank you for the inspiration. From me and IKD, you know, we appreciate you. We also appreciate DJ Nate. You know, he blessed us last week with his presence and gave us a whole new mix and all that stuff. So the love and support is real, man, and I appreciate it. I really do. Make sure y'all tune in every morning for that morning mix with DJ Johnny Wishbone from 8:30 to 9. Every morning. On that every morning. That's why I say, people, you just got to download the app. Like, if you're not listening to Glock, or I don't know what you're doing. Like, we are so diverse. There's so much going on here. Just, like, you get whatever you're looking for right here. You don't have to go nowhere else. So I also pulled up a word of the day. Oh, Wishbone, we're gonna make 10 o'clock our hour where we're gonna jump in and dive into the sports. Yes. So 10 o'clock, we're gonna dive into our sports segment, courtesy of DJ Johnny Wishbone. So I pulled up a word of the day.
All right.
You want to read it?
That's a good one. I've never heard. That's a new one for me.
That's a new one. So you know, it'll tell you how to say it and all that.
Okay, let me get this a little closer so you guys can hear it. So this is our word for today for October the 23rd, 2024, and the word is
palaver.
Okay, did you hear that? We'll do that one more time.
Palaver.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you 3 times because they said if you do 3 times, you remember.
You'll remember.
Palaver.
Palaver. Okay. The meaning of palaver is an informal word that usually refers to unimportant or meaningless talk.
Something we don't know nothing about.
It can also refer to misleading or deceptive speech, or to conference or refer to misleading or deceptive speech, or to a conference or discussion. In British English, the word sometimes is used as a synonym of fuss, to refer to unnecessary excitement about something. And then there is a sentence. Enough of this palaver. We have more important things to discuss.
I like that.
I like it.
I love learning new words. Yes. It just makes me feel so astuperious.
The fucking Yo, I'm cracking up. Yo, that I'm telling you, my mom used to say that to us, and you couldn't tell me. Now I got 5 sisters, okay? And my mom would use this word, and me and my sisters would be like, that is not a word. Sheila, you made that up, Sheila, okay? Nope. That's not a word. So I decided to look it up to see, and it actually is a word. Like, it really meant something. So my mom was like, we really was saying that to her, and she used to cuss us out. She was like, I don't give my mom.
You still ain't tell your mom that you found out it's a real word?
Yes, I told her when we went to dinner. We all went out to dinner, me and my mom and my sisters, and I told her. And my sisters was cracking up. My mom was, I told you it was a motherfucking word.
It is a word, people. It's a word that is not used now commonly today, but it was a word that was commonly used back in the day. And it was our word. It wasn't a word that everyone used. It was an African American term that we used to describe people who were bougie
and astuperious
as people.
Yes. And the funny thing about it is when I read the definition, it was so funny to me because my freaking family is fucking astuperious as they possibly can get on my mom's side. My grandmom and them, And so for my mom to have known that word, and they said that this was a word that was used in like the, 1800s, probably 17, like it was old word. It was an old Negro word that was used. Old word. They said Negro with it, so it was old. Negro. That was a Negro. But it was so funny because my mom, I swear, my mom like, y'all be acting all ass the periods. And we were like, but my mom ain't say ass the period stuff. She said ass the period. So I'm just going to tell you, she fucked it up and put her little own, she put her own suffix at the end.
She put her own little flair on it.
Yo, but it is good but I, as a writer, learning new words is very important to me because it opens up opening up your vocabulary leads you to different worlds. It leads you to different worlds when you know different words. You know what I'm saying? And also, it takes you in rooms with other places.
Indeed.
In rooms with other people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If, the way you talk, the first thing that comes out of your mouth when you go to speak to someone, especially when it comes to business, people looking at the first thing you say out your mouth. It's a difference than when you go on someone and think, oh, hey, how y'all doing? Or, yes, hello, have a good, how are you? Right. It's a difference.
Right.
Hey, chef, it's a difference. DJ Wishbone said, what? Yes, ask the periods is the word, DJ Wishbone and my mom. That was her shit. And it's still her shit. And,
yes.
And she will cuss you out and she's about this tall.
Period.
She ain't tall like me. My mom
Don't play with her.
My mom a little, 5'3".
So I definitely I wanted to dive into a couple things. First and foremost, if any of you were supported me a few years back when I had the Ruth Wilson, the Riveter. I had these shirts that I had created in my great aunt's likeness about my Aunt Ruth. And her name is Ruth Wilson. We laid her to rest yesterday. She lived to be an amazing 102 years old. I just wanted to educate you guys about this part of history that we had in our own backyard and the honor that I had to be able to call her my aunt. Even though she wasn't my biological aunt, she was my grandmother, one of my grandmother's good friends. So this woman has been in my life all my life. I didn't even know she wasn't my biological. Yes. Okay. But if any of you are familiar with this image of this white lady with a red bandana and a denim shirt with her arm like this, her name is Rosie the Riveter. The story behind this woman and many other women like Rosie, these women had to take these jobs that were only for the men during World War II. And when the men went off to war, the women had to fill these positions. Yes. They had to fill these jobs. And my Aunt Ruth actually built plane parts for a plane down at the Navy Yard here in Philadelphia. She was honored with a painting of herself in that same likeness like Rosie, but it's her image. So I put this image on a shirt, and when I tell you that shirt, I couldn't keep it in stock. There is a documentary about my aunt and the other women like her who are unspoken, and I just want to celebrate her today. I want to honor her today. These women were warriors. They had to hold their families down and be mothers and be wives and be full-time employees. And in some of these women, unfortunately, those jobs were taken from them soon as the men came back. Some of these women did not want to be domesticated. They wanted to earn their own keep. So I just want to say I thank women like her who have paved the way for women like us, who took non-traditional jobs as women as contractors, as bus drivers,
Union
as truck
laborers,
drivers,
yes.
union labor. These women paved the way for women like us to be able to take on these jobs and have these different careers and change the narrative that certain jobs are just for men and not for women. So, hats off to all these women. Hats off to my Aunt Ruth Wilson. Job well done, Auntie. Job well done. We definitely salute you and the other
Yes.
women like you. Thank you for your contribution to this world. But make sure y'all do y'all research, man. She lived right here in South Philly all her life. She is a part of our history. I'm definitely going to talk to some folks about putting her in the history books. We don't hear about these things. She needs a mural. She needs to be in our history books. We need to hear about these things. We need to know that, our black faces did some very amazing things, and our black women did some very amazing things back in the day and paved the way for us. So we need to know about this. How many of our kids in our schools even know that these women exist?
And why?
And some of them are still alive.
What they were doing,
tell this story. Like, she was still alive to tell this story. And when I say she was amazing, I have video. I'm so grateful that I had the time that I had with her to listen to her stories. She still knew who I was, who my mom was.
Right.
So it's just like, I just encourage everybody to just do a little bit of homework. Find out something about somebody from this city, and when you really start digging, man, we got some gems.
It's a lot of Philadelphia is America's oldest city and the first city.
Yeah.
There is so much history here in this city.
Yes, it is.
In total, from the beginning to our people, which were already here, but of course you're not going to say. But anywho, we have done major things in this city, and there's a lot of history in Philadelphia. With as far as the Underground Railroad,
we still got cobblestone streets.
We still have
which
cobblestone streets here. We still have streets. People always say, because I'm from South Philly, and people are like, y'all streets are so small, you can't even get down here. But and I always had to remind people, well, South Philly is one of the first areas that was built in the city, and people didn't have big cars.
Right.
So why would there be really huge two-way streets?
It was
really
horse
big
and buggy.
Because they was horse and buggy in it. So South Philly got mostly cobblestone underneath the street, as like most parts of the city, like Germantown. So of course the streets down there are small. There are some streets that are alleys that you can't even take your car down in South Philly.
Yeah.
The houses down there, but you can't drive your car down here. So, that's how old our city is. There's a lot of history here. A lot of great people came out of Philadelphia, and a lot of historians, and we have a whole lot of civil rights activists and people such as Miss Rose Wilson in this city, and it would do us our due diligence to learn about who we are and where we come from.
Seriously,
I feel like one of the number one things with our people from the beginning is pride and knowing thyself. Now people say, "Oh, this sounds like a cliche, know thyself," but really, know thyself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know yourself, who you are, where you came from, your ancestors, the people who did great things in your community, where you came from, that allowed you to benefit from a lot of the things that we benefit from today, or that we were able to get back to some kind of normalcy in our life after what we've been through in this country for the last few hundred years or whatever. Some kind of normalcy, because technically for us this is not normal. We are living in an environment that was created for us, whether we liked it or not. We just came and got rained down upon, and we kind of got thrown into these positions that we are in, and we're fighting and struggling, and we've always fought and struggled and clawed to get ourselves from under people who serve us no purpose, under systems that serve us no purpose. And those things start with knowing the people who put their feet forward first in order for you to be able to even fight or go outside without getting beat up. Go to the market without having to worry about nobody wanting to wait on you, nobody bringing up your food, all of this kind of stuff, all these things that we have gone through here in America. So
Right.
it's sorry about that, guys. This is my phone. I forgot to turn it off. So yeah, it's so important that we really know, you know, where we come from, who left their legacy for us to live through, who lives through us from their legacies, and you know, appreciate it, because I don't feel like we appreciate stuff. We take a lot of stuff for granted.
For granted, yeah.
We take a lot of stuff for granted. We think that things have to be a certain way because in our mind it was said that it has to be that way. But we live in America.
Yeah.
You can say one thing, but that don't mean it's going to be that way.
Listen.
And we should know these things from, you know, just experience in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so people like Miss Rose should be honored because...
Ruth.
I mean, Miss Ruth. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Calling her Rose. Miss Ruth should be honored. During World War II...
What that say? 100 show.
Oh. During World War II... for what was the name of that group again? I can't, because I got Palomar stuck in my head. What were they called?
Riveters.
The Riveters. So the Riveters, you know, the men were away, like you were saying, they were away at war, and somebody got to eat. Somebody got to feed the kid.
Yeah.
Somebody got to stuff. These factories still have to be maintained. Somebody got to do this work that the men are not here to do. Some of the men didn't come back. Some of those men died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the women really stepped up, and a lot of them were even over there in World War II serving as nurses and doing different things like that. So we always, you know, women have always been in the fray and always been the support and the backup in the community. And so
I'm going to read this little excerpt. So I pulled up some pictures of all the other women like my aunt who were riveters as well.
That's a lot of them.
And the little excerpt that they have underneath my aunt's photo, she was a sheet metal worker at Philadelphia Navy Yard. Ruth Wilson left her job as a maid, which a lot of these women did back then. They were the help.
Yes,
she left her job as a maid and a laundress to become a sheet metal worker at the Philadelphia Navy Yard. She helped to build the aircraft carrier USS Valley Forge. World War II changed my life because I made more money and I became independent.
See that? You see that?
Okay, so
that was a good job for a woman back then.
Building planes, that was amazing, you know. So shout out to my Aunt Ruth Wilson. You lived 102 years of greatness, my love, and I will continue to let your legacy live on. I got orders for t-shirts too, Ken. I'm about to be placing the order of Ruth the Riveter shirts, getting her back and pushing her back out on the street so that her legacy and her likeness is never, ever forgotten. Shout out to all of our Glockaware family that was honored, nominated at the Uppity Awards over the weekend.
Yes, it was really nice.
I wasn't able to attend, unfortunately. KD, you were there. Fill us in. How was it? Who received the award?
I was a little late. Sorry. That's Katie. If you know me, I'm probably
she late, but right on time all the time.
But anyway, Did you miss the drum line? Yes, I missed the drum line. I really did.
Every tourist that I know is always late for everything. I think that's a tourist trait.
Probably so.
It is. Kiana is late for everything, and so is Keisha.
Even when I try to be on time, I be up like 5 o'clock.
Yeah. She really has no reason to be late. Like, I think she really be like, I'm on time. Now let me slow down so I can be late. She will give herself more than enough time, and then she be like, I'm early. No, you're not. You're on time if you keep fucking going. But then she'll be like, nope. Like, tell me why she got here after me. I live all the way on West Bumblefuck. She is down the street.
Literally. Listen. I woke up at 8 o'clock, okay? So I really don't sleep good at night, you know. And I wake up.
You don't.
I really, Nelly, you know.
I know.
I fall asleep early, and then in the middle of the night, like, I'm woke. I'm like up, looking at shit, smoking shit, doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And I be woke, and it's like, and then I fall asleep, and then it's like 4 o'clock. Then and that's what happened this morning, because the cat came in the room and woke me the fuck up, and his ass supposed to been in the basement. So how the fuck he even get out? Cats know how to open doors and shit. So how he
Is
even get
gonna be late.
upstairs?
She gonna be late for her own funeral.
Hey,
I bet you. That's
I'm gonna
gonna be
tell
in
him
her
to take me late.
She gonna be like,
On
listen,
purpose.
she gonna be like, what time the funeral gonna start? It's gonna start at 11. Bring me in at 12:30.
hey, yeah.
Bring my body in at 12:30.
Stand me up too. Do me like them
Don't
people.
dead ass. Watch. She
Look, have me like them people there in South. And have me come walking in. Motherfuckers get to run it out and shit.
yo, she out of control. Out of control.
Have me sitting there like this.
So
At
shout
the
out
typewriter or
to
something.
who won? EA.
Yes. So
Chick
Paulie-
with the Juice.
Shout out to
Zamula,
Zamula, Paulie,
Paulie.
EA, Chick with the
Mike
Juice,
Greenwich.
Mike Greenwich. Shout out to Two Top and the
Oh,
Tough
yeah.
Crew. One. Who else?
Shout out to Bruno
Jimmy the
Brown in the
Saint.
building. Shout out to B
Jimmy the
Noir
Saint,
in the
Jimmy the
building
Saint
right now.
won. Shout out to Shay. She's a model. Sabrina, one of the young ladies that's in Philly Storm of Fashion. They won. EA won a Hall of Fame award. Uptown Standards and Germantown Standards Hall of Fame. I missed the food, missed the drumline.
The food was
She
out
missed
there.
everything.
missed the food.
I ain't miss EA and them getting the award, and I ain't miss Chick get her award. Oh, Red Snapper, shout out to Snapper. Snapper got an award
Shout out to
too.
Snap. I'm proud
A
of
lot
her.
of people got
Everybody
it. It was a
got-
really nice show too.
That's
It
what's
really,
up.
really was. It was bougie at the Germantown.
It's a cricket
And me and my
club.
niece getting there now. I dressed casual, so I had on jeans and this nice shirt and some knee boots. And my niece looking around like, we.
Y'all underdressed. People be wearing prom dresses and shit.
But it was a different mix because everybody wasn't dressed up. Even though a lot of people that got awards.
Yeah.
But next year, when I win up an award,
I know that's right. Put it out there. Put it out
next year
there.
when I win up an award, okay,
Yeah.
for 25, huh?
It's supposed to be like a combine for those.
Oh, I don't care what it is. Give my shit.
Right.
Now run me mine.
That part.
Stop playing with me.
That part.
I wait for them, so I know.
What else is I gonna?
Hey, Ron.
Shout out to everybody that is hitting us up on the chat right now. Like y'all
Yes,
really got the
we
chat
really,
popping.
We really love it.
Shout out to LaWanda and Mission Inc. and Rosie. Shout out to her whole crew. Like she had a town hall meeting yesterday at the library in Logan. I love the format that she did with this town hall meeting. You know, if you've ever been to a town hall meeting, it's normally a panel of Congress people, politicians, or whatever at this table, sitting in front of all of the residents, and we're just spewing what we don't like to these politicians, and they're just sitting there nodding their head,
And not paying
like as if they
attention.
understand, or as if they sympathize or empathize with what we're saying. And oftentimes I feel like those town hall meetings, a lot of that stuff just falls on deaf ears. Well, what LaWanda did was she made the people the panel. And it was very powerful. It was awesome to see the diversity with the panel. She had old people, young people, white people, black people, men, women. Shout out to Chef. He's our empty seat right here. He's always here with us in spirit. He was one of the panelists. Rosie was one of the panelists. There was a couple other people up there as well. And I just loved how she did it, because it was like, okay, there were politicians in the room, but they were sitting in the audience with everyone else.
Right.
And then the panel got to talk about, she gave them one question and everybody had to give their own answer. Honestly, and I'm not being, well, maybe I am, I don't give a fuck, but my man gave, like, just what he said, how he said it, the way that he just eloquently put everything in perspective. I was highly impressed.
Did you guys videotape any of it?
I think Luch did. I didn't. I know LaWanda had some people recording as well. She also honored Swag with a official something from the city. Like some type of declaration or proclamation. Yep. So shout out to Swag. That was really nice of LaWanda to honor him. But what I want to address and what I want to talk about, and shout out to Philly Wonder Woman who had her kids with her from a program that's called iDay. I believe I'm saying it correctly. They are at-risk youth. They come to this program after school. What I found to be very profound and what also struck a chord with me is that out of all of these kids that were with Miss Philly Wonder Woman, I believe all of the kids, girls and boys, had on ankle monitors. Every last one of them. It had to have been about maybe 15 kids. They all had on ankle monitors. As a parent, as a mentor of youth, I'm disturbed by it. I'm angry about it. I'm concerned. I don't understand. Cheryl Parker, I don't understand you. I really don't understand you. As a black woman, if you are a part of suggesting that this is the answer or the solution to helping our children by putting these ankle monitors on these babies. One kid was like 11. I have a problem with that because in my 44 years of living, I haven't seen anybody with an ankle monitor on unless they were an adult. 18 years or older were the people that I knew to have an ankle monitor. That's first and foremost. Secondly, when ankle monitors were worn back in the day, when people had to have them on, you didn't know it. It wasn't something that they were proud to show. We wore baggier clothes, so you didn't see the ankle monitor because our pants covered it. Y'all kids wear these tight ass pants. You got your ankle monitor real shit. It looked like they had beepers. It looked like they all had beepers around their ankle. Like that's what it looked like. Like we proud of this shit. Like y'all really. And then like when a couple of the panelists was talking and they somebody said something about because the parents ain't parenting, these parents don't really give a shit, and one little boy with an ankle monitor on was like, my parents give a shit about me. Well, why the fuck are you here? Why do you have on an ankle monitor, young man? Since your parents give a fuck about you. The other thing that was disturbing to me, out of all those kids who all had on ankle monitors, guess what they all had on? Name brand every fucking thing. I blame y'all parents. And you know what? You fucking know what? You know what? Shout out the chef, because now I'm gonna contain it. But no, fuck it. We going right into it. Because you know what I don't like? You know what I don't fucking like? I don't like deadbeat parents. Deadbeat baby mamas. See, before it was always the narrative that the men were the deadbeats. Bitches.
Everybody did.
Everybody did be. Y'all bitches. Y'all bitches, yeah. And that's how I have to talk to y'all, because this is how y'all talk to y'all kids. So y'all can't get no respect from me. If you think that this is okay, that your child has on an ankle monitor and an Amiri t-shirt and Balenciagas with this ankle monitor, you're the fucking problem. You need an ankle monitor. That's what they need to do. Give these fucking parents an ankle monitor. Put these parents on house arrest. Because apparently y'all feel like y'all solving the problem because, these parents don't know where their kids is at, so we're going to slap an ankle monitor on them because now they have to go in the house. Now you have to be in the house. The sad part about it is some of these parents still ain't in the house with their kids. The kids just raising theyself. And then they sending them to school expecting the teachers to deal with your disrespectful, unruly fucking kids.
Absolutely.
When I say to you, I wanted to beat the shit out of every last one of them kids at that town hall meeting. What pisses me off is the lack of respect and self-fucking control that these little kids have. Literally, the whole time during the town hall meeting, this is what they was doing.
They can't sit still. No, but they can't sit still. They can't
be quiet.
Listen,
you can't sit still. You can't function in society acting like this, kids. Somebody needs to really give you a dose of reality, because y'all got the game fucked up.
And you know what?
Y'all think somebody owe y'all something? Don't nobody owe you shit, and y'all parents is fucking y'all up because y'all don't have no concept of money, how much shit costs. Y'all don't think y'all supposed to earn nothing. You think everything is supposed to be given to you? That's how fucked up they are. Shout out to Philly Wonder Woman, who's doing as best you can with these kids. But you couldn't control them. You couldn't control them. And that's the thing for me. I give you, I as a person who was mentoring youth myself, and she was reaching out for help. She literally was like, listen, this is what I'm dealing with. Y'all see it? Y'all see it real time. How disrespectful these kids are. How unruly they are. I need help. I couldn't even say, I'll do it. I'll volunteer. Nope. Fuck that. Because you know why? It's a burnout. And that's the sad part. Y'all kids always act like it's the adults is so against y'all. The adults don't care. It's a lot of adults that give a fuck about y'all more than y'all give a fuck about your goddamn self. More than your own parents give a fuck about you. But then you burn out the people like me who give a fuck about y'all. So no, I don't want to volunteer. No, I don't want to take time out of my day to come and be disrespected by kids that are younger than the kids that I birthed. I got grown ass kids. You think I'm going to take time out of my day to let this little 14-year-old motherfucker that can't read call me all types of bitches in my spare time? Fuck you, crack baby. I don't have to be here. And so I blame the parents who aren't parenting, who don't know shit about being a parent, who want to be your kid's friend. I blame...
Who don't listen to any advice when someone who's already raised kids tries to give them some. You know, and that is the problem, too, with a lot of these young parents. What are they, millennial X? I don't know what the fuck, the ABCDs, whatever the fuck.
That's what I'm
They
like.
don't fucking listen when you're trying to tell them you've already, at my age, I've already raised kids. My kids is fucking 30-something years old. All my kids, even my daughter that passed would have been in her 30s. Mm-hmm. So I've raised all my kids. I understand what I did that I wish I could change, but now I can't. You understand? I see things that I could have done different.
Man, fuck so that. Y'all kids is
no, wait a minute. What I'm saying is their parents are children who are raising children. And I'm going to say it's our children because our children are the ones that are in their 30s now. Some of them going into their 40s now.
Right.
These are y'all kids. Mm-hmm. All of y'all, from experience, I didn't see a lot of kids, 30-something-year-olds that was fucking, crack heads. They might have been crack babies.
Right.
But they wasn't crack heads. So when they had their kids, they was more perks, little this, that, and the third. You understand what I'm saying? But want to be a friend to your children. Now, you got to draw a line. Because I always tell people be like, my kids, my motherfucking kids ain't my best motherfucking friends. Mm-mm. And that's just point blank, period. They are my children, and I love them. I will talk to them, and we will talk. We will communicate. We will communicate with each other in a way that we will share what we feel like we need to share with each other. But all the things that I share with my friends, I don't share with my children. You understand what I'm saying? So all that friend...
Fuck the crack babies and the parents.
all that friend and friends with my best friend with my kids. No, we not no motherfucking
Now I do
friends.
Call my youngest my broke best friend, but she knows she not
you
my
say
best
your
friend.
broke best friend because I call her Daddy my broke best friend.
But you know we not friends.
But I'm not. I will
bust your ass
like on some real shit.
Don't do it
because these kids and I try my best because I don't like to have to put hands on nobody.
Paws on.
But these kids is, and this the craziest part. One day my daughter 35 years old. One day this is what she gonna say to me one day. You should have beat me more, Mom.
Let's start now. You ain't too old to get. I can start now. Shit. None of my kids tell me shit like that. I'm like, okay.
Straight up telling I ain't using no hands now.
Let me whoop your ass right now.
Well,
Let me
really
get caught
use
up.
hands that much back then. Because the first, let me see. What's over here?
Pick up something.
This,
yeah.
Because I don't got time for that shit. But y'all have to pay more attention to your kids. And y'all, I like glow. Don't get me wrong. I ain't coming out against nobody that want to go out and have a good time. Me and my friends partied. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, we did. We went out to the clubs. We did our thing. But we went to fucking work, cooked dinner for our kids, made sure the laundry was fucking done, made sure you had school clothes when school time started, made sure you had book bags, every fucking thing. everything you needed so you can do what you needed to do when you went to school. Hey, Lucci, love you too.
Hey, Lucci.
And a lot of these kids, I don't know if they millennials, whatever, Z's, whatever the fuck they is. They don't listen to shit nobody say, and you can't say nothing.
Now one of the kids
say
was
nothing
saying
to them, they get offended.
They say they feel like adults are always talking at them and not to them. But last night that wasn't the case. And they still was getting defensive. They still was being defensive. LaWanda literally set it up to where the kids could talk about whatever it is they had the floor and still didn't want to say shit. But then y'all mumbling under y'all breath about shit that you want to comment on. But when you're given the opportunity to speak up for yourself. This is the problem with y'all kids. First of all, communication. That is a very big problem with this generation. Because now everything is text. Everything is on the phone. Y'all don't know how to actually look somebody in the eye and look them in the face and speak to them directly. Y'all don't know how to express yourselves verbally. That's a problem. And also, a lot of these kids can't read.
Yes.
That's a problem.
That's a defense mechanism.
That is a problem. That's why a lot of these kids are acting out, because you can't fucking read.
And a lot of these kids need their diet changed because there's too much dye in their food, and the shots got all kinds of heavy metals and stuff, and on some real stuff. I'm going to just say this. My grandson, I swear, he's the only child. I really started paying attention to it with him because I've had, you know how mad, and since he was 3 months old. Mm-hmm. My grandson can't sit still for shit. He's been like this since he was a baby. I used to be up all night with him. He cannot sit still. He tries, but he really got to get up. He got to do something. He got to fidget. It's not even a COVID because he was born in 2011. So it's the vaccinations and the food. The people were outside protesting that Kellogg cereal. The food, the dyes.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you, the dyes.
They didn't want to talk. They just wanted to act like little assholes.
The dyes on our foods, and I'm going to say this from when the kids is young. The yellow number 5, red number 10, whatever. All that stuff got stuff in it that can make the kids get hyperactive. It makes them hyperactive. Over in Europe and all those other countries, they got the same cereals. Their cereals is red, the same colors, but they're not allowed to use those dyes. They only can use juices from fruit. So like the Fruit Loops is actual strawberry, like the yellow is actual pineapple. Like they can't use dye in their cereals. They don't have the amount of ADHD and all of that stuff in those countries that we have here in America. So that's not an excuse now for nobody to talk disrespectful.
Right.
Now that's just the part.
Like, don't think because you drink Kool-Aid, bitch, you gonna curse me out. I will fuck you up in here.
That make you fidgety. I'm gonna say that the sugar and all that got a lot to do with you, but they ain't got nothing to do with you being disrespectful, calling nobody out their name.
I mean,
just
like,
being that plain like ass, like they said.
Like I just was
Like
so irritated. Like it took everything I had in me to just not say nothing to these kids because there were staff there with them, which was even more profound. It's like y'all got staff here with y'all, and y'all can't control these kids. They kept getting up, walking in and out of the town hall meeting, going back and forth to the bathroom. It ain't that much peeing in the world. It ain't that much going back and forth to the bathroom in the world. Like there really is no self-control. Just getting a glimpse of how these kids was acting for, and it was only an hour session. It was only an hour meet. They could not make it through this hour meeting. I pray for the teachers. I pray for the teachers because I know that y'all are under a lot of scrutiny for the lack of education that is actually happening in for our youth, right? It's hard to teach if you're constantly being disrupted by kids walking in and out of your class, showing off on their phones, this, that. There's no teaching being done. There's no way. There's no way because the kids don't care. They don't want to learn. They don't care about school. And these kids are so smart. They know that it's no child left behind. So they like, you can't flunk me. You can't fail me. You got to push me through. So I don't care about school because I'm going to graduate regardless.
I feel like
Some of these kids really don't care. They're like, I don't care. I'm gonna graduate regardless. They can't leave me. They can't leave. I can't get left back.
man, it's so many things.
I wish they would reinstate that.
They need to give these kids
back in
something
the
to do
day,
school.
you
That's
could
the
be in
thing,
high
'cause
school, a
they
nigga
get
have a
school
whole
in
beard,
ninth grade.
mustache. She be like, damn, how old is you? I'm 18 in the ninth grade. Yeah, nigga. Because
Yeah.
you ain't getting pushed through to the next grade until you complete the ninth grade.
Yeah.
You going to be in ninth grade until you age out. I have seen people age out of high school. Like, you just got to go ahead and get your GED, dog, because you can't function. You can't get to the next grade. They need that. Like, these kids really think that anything is just going to be given to them. Like, they really don't feel like they have to earn anything down to your own fucking diploma. Like, you just think it's going to be given to you.
They
Well-
want y'all to not learn. So, because let me tell y'all something. America is built off of it's three legs in America: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this. The judicial system doesn't run without prisoners.
You're right.
There's no prisoners. There's no judicial. No
And
need
now
for
they're
a judicial
now they got
system.
that figured out the loophole with these ankle monitors because they're still imprisoning and our kids with these ankle monitors. There's funding for that. They making money off
me-
every
let me
kid
say-
they slapping them ankle monitors on. You better know that there's money
Because the
being
prisons
made.
are no longer owned by the states. The state, and I know for a fact Pennsylvania is not owned by the state. It's overseen by the state and state employees. But those institutions are private institutions.
Yes, they are.
That are on the stock market. Our kids are the stock. The
It's
Constitution
ridiculous.
says the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment states that you are free until you become a felon.
Listen.
Once you become, these are the words, once you become a felon, you are a slave. No, you are a slave, not state property, slave. SLAVE. Look up the Constitution for yourself. Read it for yourself, because it don't say no, it's a slave. So therefore, when you get that felon, that F on your jacket, why you can't get a job, you a slave. You have to understand that. Listen to the words that they're telling you, because that's exactly what it is. Bad enough, majority of us working around here in the slave mentality anyway, just the way that the system and everything is ran around here. The way we live every day, working all day, going home, go to sleep, work. That's slavery right there in itself. Okay?
Right.
So now you got on paper that if you do a crime, you are a slave. We can send you to jail and make you work for 20 cents an hour. You will do the dishwashing liquid. You will do the Dove soap. You will do the Nike. You will, because that's what they're doing in those jails. These people, Procter and Gamble, and all of these other people, Nike, and all of these other corporations, a lot of these jails is where their stuff. Everything ain't come from overseas. They doing a lot of that stuff right here in these prisons, and the prisoners get paid anywhere from 2 cents to 25 cents an hour.
It's like what I'm seeing, and again, Cheryl Parker, because you know what I don't like? Know what I don't like, Cheryl Parker?
Her name's Sherelle.
Cheryl, whatever. Shirley. I don't give a freak what your name is. I don't like you. I don't like you, and I don't like a lot of your policies. I don't like the way that this city, I just don't like it. I don't like it, and as a black woman, I'm just really appalled that you have anything to do with these kids and these ankle monitors. I'm really appalled by that. The fact that instead of opening up and investing in some of these rec centers, you rather slap on ankle monitors. Instead of investing in mental health things, you rather slap on ankle monitors. Instead of
Invest in the
hiring more
trades in
staff
school.
into these schools, instead of hiring more counselors, chaperones, whatever, and putting more people in the schools, mentors in the schools. You don't want to invest in that. No. You don't want to invest in putting supermarkets in our neighborhoods. Good ones. No. But you will let Poppy keep opening up fucking bodegas in our neighborhoods. See, that's the problem I got with people like this. Our council people who keep allowing these people to open up these food deserts in our neighborhoods. I live in Southwest. I live in Southwest. This shit is supposed to be gentrified. Where the fuck is my Whole Foods at? Why I don't have an Aldi's in my neighborhood? I gotta go all the way on the west side. We don't have quality produce in our hoods.
There's only one market around.
We do have independent farmers who have little food produce trucks. Some, if you know where to find them, you could go and support your local farmers. Yes. But outside of that, food deserts. Food deserts. And stop fucking with these poppy stores. They stealing your food stamps. Stop spending your money in these poppy stores. All they shit is overpriced. They put one price on the product and then you get to the register, it's a whole $1 more. Why? Why is this bag of chips that's only supposed to be 75 cents costing me $1.25, $1.50? But it says on the bag what the price supposed to be. But y'all motherfuckers just want to make up your own price. I literally went to buy ice cream from the poppy store not far from my house. And this motherfucker said $8 for a pint. Bitch, I wanted to hit him in the face with it.
For a fucking pint.
You is a motherfucking lie and the truth ain't in you. $8 for a pint of ice cream? I was about to say some real racist shit, but I caught myself. And then
you go in some of these stores, like at the gas stations, you go in there and buy something. One day it's one price. The next day you go in there, it's another price. How the fuck?
How?
And then they looking at you crazy when you like,
oh, no, that is the price. That is the price. No, the red dot. No, the fuck it ain't. God damn it.
She gonna get up fucking shut down.
That is the price. That is the price. No, it ain't. Fucker.
Listen,
I'm sick of it. I swear to God.
It's just like a slap in the face. I just be feeling like all the people that they don't owe us nothing, but they do owe us the respect. And I feel like y'all come in our neighborhoods, and majority of us are very humane people. You understand? We don't come in there and tear y'all
stores wouldn't
up.
Be shit without our
I'm
money.
gonna tell you something. If y'all would have opened them stores up in some of them white people neighborhoods, they would have tore y'all still the fuck up. See, y'all got it fucked up.
No, the difference is y'all can't put these stores in white people neighborhoods.
They don't want them. Though. They would have destroyed this shit if you would have.
They don't want them. Like, this is the difference between black people and white people. When you have town hall meetings, go to them. Because there's certain shit that's discussed at these meetings that you can boycott. You can be like, I don't want that in my neighborhood. But we don't go to shit. We don't go to none of these meetings to discuss. I don't want this in my neighborhood. When they put up these safe shoot up facilities,
yeah, like what
how many of us are in these meetings that say, no, I don't want this in my neighborhood?
How can y'all open up a shooting place where people can shoot the fuck up? But then when somebody need to go to a mental hospital or they need to go to the hospital, y'all don't have no money for that. Y'all don't have no money for housing. PHA got 1,000 houses just sitting there empty. Nobody living in these motherfuckers. Y'all don't fix that. Y'all got money for all the wrong shit. The wrong shit. We don't got like money for the wrong shit in the city of Philly. I seen that.
I'm not going like, okay, so yeah, that fucking portal.
They take money and it's just like, to me, the way that the money is spent in the city, the state, and the government is flabbergasting to me.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking flabbergasted.
Where's the money?
Y'all never have money to do the right shit. Okay? And then it's always like, the right shit don't never get done. We in debt. How the fuck is we in debt in America? How is America?
How? You print your own money, bitches.
This is America.
We print our own money, so we in debt.
As they say, America. This America. How the fuck is America in debt when we giving money to Israel? They're real. They not real. All is real over here.
Fucking
but now we can't have no money. And then when we say something, it's like, oh, y'all always asking. They always asking for some shit down in here.
No, our problem is we always trying to fucking help some other country. Worry about ourselves.
In Philly,
stop always trying to do some other shit for somebody else.
We are called
America.
We are called. What is Philly? Hold on, because there's a name for the thing that Philly is called. What is the name of it? No, it's another name for it.
Shithole.
No. No, it's a name that's allows immigrants to come in. It's a no.
Oh.
A sanctuary.
God damn.
Yes.
Sanctuary state.
So Philly.
We a sanctuary.
How the f is we a sanctuary city? Philly, the poorest black city in America. How in the hell Can we be a sanctuary city?
And we ain't a sanctuary
And
for the
we're in
motherfuckers that's
the
already here.
poorest city, big city in America. We are the poorest big city in America. How in the hell do you dare say we a sanctuary city for strangers?
For strangers.
I'm sorry they getting bombed over there. I don't want nobody to get, I don't listen. This is my thing. I love people. I don't want to see death on nobody because I don't like karma. So I don't say stuff about death on people. I don't wish bad on people because karma is real. So what comes out of my mouth, if it is real, what comes out of my mouth. I'm never going to say nothing bad, say nothing that do no harm to nobody. My thing is, that's not our fault that they having those issues over there. Why is not our money being used for the issues because I was always taught you can't do nothing unless you take care of home first. That came from my grandmom and them. I tried to go do something at somebody else's house. My grandma like, you need to do that shit in here first.
That part.
So how you going to go take care of other people, invite other people into a city that's poor that don't got no fucking money? Because either we not poor.
We not taking care of our own, but we want to take care of everybody else.
That's the bullshit. And that's the shit
here.
that they run down. And then when we say something about anybody, just because even if they are same color, we've been had black mayors, so it ain't all about Sherelle Parker in per se. This shit been going on since Nutter, him. Like, so for real, the only black mayor that I really fucked with was Street. The rest of them,
shout out to Mary Street.
That's it for me. So if you not, so someone had posted something about, and they was saying something about the city and what do we want? Because I feel like people think that a lot of us do. We say there's an issue about something that we don't say what the issue is. So they was like, well, what do y'all want? Well, what about new schools? Because they closed a bunch of schools.
Yeah, we need new schools.
I ain't heard them talk about building no new schools.
Nope.
We need new schools. We need easier access for city residents to get housing. We need to put a cap on all these investors coming from other places buying up all the properties.
Yep.
We need to put a fucking stranglehold on PPA. Yep. It's a lot of shit we gotta do. It's a lot. You know what I don't like?
The fact that this city act like they don't know what the fuck is going on, and y'all know what the fuck is going on. I don't like it.
Cause on some real shit, I'm not fucking with y'all like that no more in this city. I'm voting for who the fuck I want to vote for if I decide to fucking vote. Cause I'm not. No, it's not that I'm a Trumper. Cause people like this is the thing for me. It's not that I'm a Trumper. Cause I'm really not a Trumper. Cause I don't want to be like a person like a Trumper. Cause I'm not a nobodyer. Okay, for real. I'm a Khadijah.
You are somebody.
I'm Khadijah. That's it.
You a Khadijah.
I'm a Khadijah. But what I am is a realist. And if he got some shit that I like, I ain't gonna say I don't fucking like it. Cause y'all motherfuckers is mad. Cause y'all like, oh, cause you don't like her cause she black. Cause to me, and I don't care how nobody see it, this is my personal opinion. You ain't got to like it.
Right.
For me, when I say I feel like she doesn't relate to us, and I mean us as black Americans that been here, our ancestors is from here, our ancestors was in the struggle, our ancestors is the ones that fought for everything that we have. Those were not her ancestors. That's what I mean when I say that. So when you can be empathetic to people, but if you really wasn't in their struggle, your empathy only gonna go but so far.
Right.
So I watched a program with this young lady that lived in Oakland, and when Kamala was the district attorney there, this lady was a nurse, or she was some kind of worker in healthcare or whatever, but she had a daughter that had sickle cell anemia. Her daughter had sickle cell. So Kamala had passed this thing where if your kids was truant, you go to jail for a year. She didn't, just like the Republicans, when they don't have no, for the abortion, they just say abortion across the board. They don't have no special circumstances. Well, Miss Kamala Harris didn't have no special circumstances for these women. So the one young lady, it was all of this child had sickle cell her whole life. So it was already agreed with the schools that she would miss certain days because she got sickle cell. She be in the hospital. She gets her work done. She gets her work turned in, but she be spending a lot of time in the hospital. And it was a few others. Well, these parents went to jail for a year. They lost their fucking jobs.
For her being absent too much?
Yes, because she was in the hospital with sickle cell. So they locked her mom up for truancy. She lost her job. She lost her house. She got a sick daughter out here. Because you're talking about, and who did that affect? The black mothers was the ones that went to jail. So check y'all facts on sis. Cause I don't fucking trust her.
I don't trust none of them.
Cause my thing
I don't
is,
give a
and
fuck
I ain't
about none
with,
of them. Real
and
shit.
before people get on here and talk, cause I know,
just be irked.
no, cause
You
people
like,
always like,
I don't want to vote for none of these motherfuckers. I don't like none of them.
This
They
the thing.
all
This-
lie.
this the thing
They
for me.
all full of shit.
if you gonna speak facts about everything, you
I'd
gonna
rather
speak
vote-
facts about everything. You're
I'd
not
rather
gonna
vote-
hide shit.
If you dismantle this bullshit and start a new
what we
democracy,
need
cool.
But think about it.
Then I'll vote.
Let me say this though.
But
Just
this some
what
bullshit.
did you just say? Dismantle.
Yeah.
How do you dismantle something?
You gotta tear it apart.
How?
From the inside.
But if you ain't in there, how can you
I
dismantle
don't desire
it?
to be on the
No,
inside.
but that's what I'm
don't.
saying. But what I'm saying is, you're saying dismantle though.
I-
you
yeah.
feel like that's what need to be done.
Absolutely.
Well, if it's going to get dismantled, motherfuckers got to go in there and dismantle. They ain't gonna get dismantled from us being outside
True.
hollering about it.
No.
You got to go in there and run that shit. Oh, you got to do what they do.
We gotta do it. Yeah.
Capital was.
We gotta storm the Capitol like the Trumpers.
And I don't mean storm the Capitol. It's other ways to do it. You gotta be fucking strategic. It's checkers, it's chess, not checkers.
I
You
feel
gotta
like the
be
problem
strategic.
is even when some black people do try to get in these positions, you have a lot of black people that don't support them either.
But you know why?
So that's the problem too. So it's like sometimes you get people that be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a part of the change," and then you do get a black face that want to be a part of the change, and then black people be like, "I ain't voting
So
for him."
this is
why just because
No,
he
this
black.
This is
But that black person is trying to be a part of the change, and then the niggas,
See, that's why.
niggas
But listen
will
to
be
who
like,
you
"Oh,
see.
I ain't."
Listen to who you see.
niggas.
It's only think to keep it a bean.
And I'm not saying
Listen,
niggas is
I'ma
only
keep it a
black
bean
people.
with you.
Niggas is everybody.
Niggas is
Niggas
only.
come in every
It's
color.
out of 100%. Niggas is 20%. That's why. Fuck them niggas. See, we be focusing on the wrong shit. Cause see, I be on social media and I watch black people in other places doing great things, building together, getting together. You got to get with them kind of people, not these niggas.
Yeah.
Cause those are the people that's making change. Where you putting your focus at? You can't focus on these niggas cause you already know that they not about to do shit.
Right.
You got to go with the people doing shit. If you surround yourself with people that's doing stuff, you'll barely never see people that's not. But it's about us getting ourselves into a mindset of we're going to go over here and do something with people that's really doing something and not feeling like we don't fit. You understand what I'm saying? Because in order for anything to change, you got to dismantle it. In order to dismantle anything, you got to get inside of it. You're not going to do it from the outside. We're not going to do it barking at it. We're not going to do it. We only can do it if we in there to do it. And so,
But
change,
like you said, the
like-
change got to be the dismantling of the Constitution, first of all. The fact that still governs us, and we are
Exactly.
only 3/4 of a man,
Exactly.
according to that. That's
Exactly.
ridiculous.
Now-
so all of it needs to be dismantled.
Well, I
Period.
feel like it need to be overhauled because a lot of the things of it is cool. So I feel like it need an overhaul. They've always amended the Constitution. We can still amend it. We have the power. Why? We are greater in numbers now than we've ever been. We are freaking barely the minority anymore. But we're not paying attention to those things. We're not paying. We're there. By the year of 2050, the white people will be the minority in America.
Yeah, I dig it.
But this the thing. Y'all got to pay attention to what they doing because they realizing they going to be the minority in America.
Yeah, you're trying to go to the moon.
So it ain't even trying to go to the moon. They got other shit and policies and stuff and things that they doing.
Did
But you understand what I'm saying?
Did you? Not to get off the off that, because you know we gotta get to our
We gotta-
sports
we gotta
in a
get to-
minute.
we
We
gotta
gotta
get
get
to
to
our
our
sports.
sports in a minute. But the portal. Did you see the portal
Yes.
downtown?
Did you see the guy smoking the blunt in front of the portal? Why was he?
Somebody put their titties out.
Yeah, people been flashing it. So I guess the purpose of
Well,
the
they going to
portal-
shut it down because they said New York had one.
New-
And they was
that-
doing inappropriate stuff and they end up having
and
to
they
shut it down.
So it's the same. It's the same portal. They've been taking this art display and moving it to different cities. It was in New York, then they moved it here. The purpose of it, I guess, is in real
To
time.
communicate
You
with people
can
from other
communicate
places.
with people in other countries. I watch too many movies. I don't like the fucking word portal.
I don't want to
that
even
to
go
me
in the portal.
says that if I stick my arm in here,
I'ma
I'm
be
going to get sucked
somewhere
into
else.
another dimension.
It
Don't
depends. I might want to go to it. Now, I'm not actually against another dimension.
I don't want to go.
Because
to no
sometimes
portal.
I want to see if I knew what was on the other side of that portal. See, y'all need to know.
That's the thing. You
and
don't know what's on
understand.
the other side.
If I knew what was on the other side of some portals, y'all be like, Khadijah was here yesterday.
People looking at you.
Right.
But
yeah,
I'm
no.
out.
No.
Nope.
They can't air you. You can't air them.
Well, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Listen.
Listen, Linda. It is time for us to jump into our sports segment. Toucan, if you can, hit me with that drop before we get into this sports. Huh?
Yeah. It's Thinking Outside the Box podcast. This your boy DJ Johnny Wishbone. You know what I don't like? What you don't like, nigga? I don't like them whack-ass shows where they ain't got no content. They ain't talking about something. Fuck with the Thinking Out the Box podcast with the yoga soldier Nelly and Auntie KD. Chef, what's the word, my guy? It's the Wishbone one time. Glockaway Radio.
Yeah. Let's go.
I love Wish. Listen, he sent me 2 drops.
I love
That was the one.
That's the you know what I don't like drop.
And then he sent me another drop that was for the sports segment. And I really appreciate
that was so
Wishbone because it's like
Yes.
literally you've been making me step my game up as a podcaster, bro. Like I be
For
at
real.
home doing my homework, doing my research and all that. So we're gonna dive into our sports segment.
Yes,
Because like we
yes.
said last week, we ain't your average chicks when it come to sports. You dig?
We know our shit.
You dig? We don't watch sports just because we like the uniform
We know
color.
our shit.
You dig?
And men in
We don't
tights
care
running.
that the men got on
Look,
tights and they
fine
butts
men
look good.
running
No,
and they got muscles.
No.
We not.
No.
That part.
we talk shit. Okay, we know stats. We know shit.
We know
We
some
know
shit.
plays. We know shit.
We know a little bit of history, mystery.
So
Yes.
listen, we gonna dive into the NFL first. You know, we always got to talk about our Eagles first and foremost.
And this is week. Is this week 8?
This is
week 7?
week
7.
Yeah,
Is that week 7?
yeah. This week 7.
So this is week 7.
So this was from last. This
Yes.
is all the stats from the games last week up until the 22nd.
Yes.
All right, so Eagles. You know, we had to
Bust that ass.
bust. First of all, we better had. Or Sirianni and Hurts. I was gonna call y'all asses up, and we was gonna have a fucking sit down. If y'all had a loss to the bum ass
Bust that
Giants,
ass.
we were going to have a conversation. Shout out to my girlfriend Camilla. Sorry for her. Poor baby. She's a Giants fan. She don't know no better. But I love how quiet people get when they team.
I ain't
is
heard
losing.
nobody say a goddamn motherfucking thing. Where's everybody at? Hey, we at? Because I done heard a whole bunch of shit before the game.
And I mean, huh? Wish?
Wishbone from New York. He already knew the Giants' ass.
Yeah.
He knew.
You knew.
He knew they
You
was
might
ass
as well
shit.
just come on
But
to the
I-
green side of things.
Let me tell you something.
And I'm so
And-
happy for Saquon because they was
shout out
talking shit.
to Saquon.
They
I'ma
was
tell
booing you
something.
and all that.
Saquon, let me tell you something. Saquon, he did an honorable thing that I don't feel like Khadijah would have been able to do.
What?
So Saquon almost broke his own record, and he only needed 13 more yards to break it. The record was broken by somebody else. They had 189. He had 176. Goddamn Wishbone said, "Fly, Eagles, fly." It's a new day around this motherfucker.
Yeah!
I can't believe that came out of his mouth. Goddamn right. Fuck the Giants.
I'm going to get you an Eagles jersey, bro.
It's on. So anyway, at the end of the game, because they were so far ahead, Sirianni was pulling out the starters. So he came over to Saquon and he said to him, "Listen, you only have 13 more yards to break your record. You know, do you want? I was going to take the starters out, but if you want to go in and get your 13 yards, then you can go in and it's whatever you want to do." So Saquon said, "No, let the youngins get these." And I was like,
I like him.
"Oh, he needed Saquon join."
Okay.
Because he need to win.
Okay.
And yeah. And this is the thing. I'm a person who I'm really good at reading people's emotions through their face, and I felt like Saquon was excited that we won the game, and I watched everything after the games go off. I watched the Eagles post game live. I watched First Take with Stephen A.
Yeah,
I watch all that
watch
stuff
all
because
that.
I like to get the commentary from different commentators
Yeah.
and what and I like to
Yeah.
hear what the players is saying and all that.
MMA.
Saquon did not really look excited after he won that game yesterday. I feel like he was hurt that he was treated so bad in New York. And he talked about how when he was walking through the parking lot or whatever, going to where they go when they get changed, he saw the fans burning his jersey. They were burning his jersey. His jersey was on fire. And he was like, I heard people do. He's like, but just the feeling to just literally
Yeah.
walk past it and
Somewhere where they
see
used
it.
to praise you.
And
now
this is the thing for me, for those Giants fans.
Jesus.
Saquon did not leave you guys.
He left.
That guy that was in the office, that the man that can't sleep now, because he probably been woke since July or August, whenever training camp start, his ass ain't getting no sleep, because that's what the man said. If Saquon goes to Philadelphia, I'm not going to be able to sleep well. That was the owner, because his guys that he hired to be the managers, and one of them was laughing. See, the thing is, if you watch that, the body language speaks volumes. Fuck will come out your mouth. What you say and how your facial expression is, your body language when you're talking, the manager, and there was another guy sitting in that office, they really didn't give a fuck. That owner, he couldn't sit down. He got up, walked, paced, had his hand on his head. He stressed the fuck out. Because y'all ain't doing your job right. And he said, I'm going to have a very hard time sleeping, because the guy was trying to convince him that Saquon wasn't coming to Philly. So the guy was like, Chicago offered Philly. I think Philly's out of it. That's what he was saying. Him trying to make this feel better. But the other guy that was sitting in the chair had his head down. He just smiling and laughing, because he already knew it was a wreck. And that man is walking back and forth, pacing, talking about he can't sleep. And y'all did Saquon like that. And
So
then,
shout out to my birds, man.
so shout out to
28-3.
Saquon. And
Shout out to Saquon.
shout out to the birds. So really, they really just ain't. I feel like they did, they ain't respect him. They ain't respect his gangster. And he came up, and then he really was humble, and they didn't even want to run the record up on y'all. Because if y'all would have did that to me, put me in for another round. I'm gonna run
Right.
25
I'ma run it
over
up,
my regular
run it
shit.
up, run
For
it up.
real.
Shout out to the Steelers. Shout out to Mike Tomlinson. He always
Mike
he
Tomlin.
gets
Shout
his
out to
ass.
Russell Wilson.
Shout out to Russell Wilson, and everybody had something to say about Mike Tomlinson making that decision to put Russell Wilson in, and he really did a drop the mic moment when they interviewed him. He was like, "That's why I get compensated the way I do." Him dropped the mic and walked off during the interview, and I said I fucks with him for that, because here's the
First of all, he's
the
paying them
coach.
all these millions of dollars. They going to have
Why
not
are we
let
gonna
him
let
play.
him sit on the bench? He's a big name. A lot of people, a lot of ticket holders probably bought tickets
to come see him
to
play.
see him play. So you got to put the man in. You got to see what he's capable of doing.
And then if you're going back to last year in Denver before Russell came to Pittsburgh, he didn't do that bad. He didn't do that bad last year. They actually were halfway decent in
Right.
Denver last year.
Yeah.
So Russell Wilson came to Pittsburgh in order to be the starter. Justin Fields was not supposed to be the starter in Pittsburgh. It's supposed to have been Russell Wilson, but Russell
Yeah.
Wilson got hurt.
He got
so
hurt.
why would
So
y'all?
they had to put Fields in.
Did y'all? I'm gonna ask y'all a question that y'all probably didn't know. Do you know why we are called sports fans?
Why?
Because we hot and cold.
We change weather with the sport.
Exactly.
Why would you laugh at that?
We not.
That's cute.
We not. We so emotional over it, and we get so upset about it. And it is a sport, and it is a game, and it is a business. And I know for me, because I'm the biggest one, I be so fucking mad. I be like,
Yeah, I literally, like, when the
Because-
Eagles play, if we fucking up, I stop watching it. I can't even watch it. Like, it makes my nerves bad.
and I can't stop watching it. See, that's to me. I got to watch it to the zeros. And I'm one of those people that I always be like, the game ain't over till there's 3 zeros on the clock. Because at the end of the day, I have watched games where we look terrible. Then
Yeah,
at the end
and
of the
then-
game,
and then
we done
and then we
came
win,
back
and came
and
back
won.
and I'd have missed
So
it.
for me, I'm always watching the game to the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to see
Breaking news in Kansas City.
everything.
Who, the Chiefs?
Yeah, they got DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, he went there. I thought we was
wow.
going to get him. Oh, my God.
Shout out to the Chiefs.
They don't even need
They
him.
played the
Chiefs.
40. They
No,
played
shout
against the
out.
49ers. They won their game 28-18. Shout out to the Steelers.
Shout out to the Steelers, not
They
the Chiefs.
won their game.
I'm not shouting out the Chiefs.
Shout out to the Steelers. They won their game
I'm not shouting
37-15
out to
against
them.
the Jets. Now, listen, the fucking Commanders, yo. When
Yo,
do
the
we play them?
Commanders is
Soon.
balling.
When
We
do
play
we
them
play
soon.
them?
Around
We
Thanksgiving.
play the
They
Bengals this
mangled
week.
the Panthers
We play
40
the
to
Bengals,
7,
and
40
then
to
we play,
7.
We play the Panthers too. We gonna whoop their ass.
Well, we better, because the Panthers,
Got
they
their
got their
whipped.
ass
And they only
mollywopped.
won one
win
game.
all season.
They only got
Um,
one game. One game.
You know who else is kicking ass? The Lions.
Yeah, the Lions.
Oh,
the
Lions.
Vikings.
But the Lions is pretty good, and the Vikings. The
Tampa
Lions
Bay.
and the Vikings is pretty good already.
Um,
Tampa Bay, they pretty good too.
The Packers, they
The
won.
Packers won. The
24,
Ravens.
22.
Did you see the guys see the
Yeah,
Ravens game?
Yeah, that was
Lamar
crazy.
Jackson.
Yes, Lamar came through, but he always come through too.
Okay, also,
Oh, wait a minute. Before we go into a score, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Tua, the Miami
yes, I was-
Dolphins
that- he-
quarterback.
I wanted Tua Tagovailoa,
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 Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa,
Yes,
yes.
Tua Tagovailoa.
I'm concerned about him, and I'm concerned
he's-
about whether the NFL is going to allow him to continue to play.
That's what I was getting ready to tell you. The update
Okay.
is he's going to be retiring from the NFL.
No, that's not good.
Yes,
Because
it
he
is.
had, no,
So young.
but he's
Don't matter.
had so many
It don't matter.
concussions.
He needs.
He's had so many concussions. He had so many concussions, and they were
They can't take that liability.
Yeah, so
And I was
yeah.
wondering what they was going to do. I said, if Roger
Yeah, I think
Goodell
he's
allow
gonna
him
be
to stay,
retiring.
like you just trying to get sued.
They
Like,
gotta pay him for the rest of his life.
But the thing is, see, it ain't even about them. It's about him as the player that want to play. See, the players don't be
wanna
wanting to
play 'cause
retire.
yeah, he
they
don't want to.
play.
He said he wants to play to the death.
He's like
Yes.
24 years old.
Yeah, he want to play. He's a baby. He young. Him and Jalen Hurts was on the same team.
Nigga, take that money and retire.
He was on the
older
same
than
team.
Jalen.
You know how that's a blessing. God damn it, you can retire at your age. How many motherfuckers can retire in their
Go
20s?
use that money. Go invest your money in something.
You better
put
go
your money in some mutual funds.
start you
open
a
up some index
podcast.
accounts.
Or
He
something.
lost a lot of weight.
Be a commentator. Be
he
a,
probably ain't
a,
working out
a
and
sports
all that.
analyst or some shit. Go sit
Go
down
do something
to
to
us.
her. It's something. Go
sit down.
coach some kids or
Go sit
something.
down to
you
her.
know, be
Go
an
sit down.
assistant coach on a college team.
Go sit down.
There's many things that you can do, but don't try to put yourself in that position. I actually saw, what team was there? What was I watching? The Tampa Bay? Was that the Tampa Bay game? One of the guys on the Tampa Bay, he probably was the right offensive lineman.
My God, where I could be-
He had on this helmet thing over his
Oh, yeah,
helmet
that's
that looked like a
It's like a pad.
cone pad thing on
it's
there.
a
I
new
never.
thing.
That was the first time I saw
I know
that
what that is. It's like a new system to take the shock
off the head.
But they only usually wear them in practice, but certain players.
Oh
get them
yeah,
in
he
practice.
had that on in the game, and it looked like a little fire saucer or something on top of his head. But I was like,
The
oh,
lineman
and
get
I
the most impact.
yeah, and I was like, oh, well, he must have got that, so he must. And I figured that he probably, whoever that player was, probably been under concussion protocols, and that was the reason why.
The six is
Um,
bad.
but tonight,
That's why I'm rubbing my fingers together. I'm like, yeah, now I'm about to get into the
Oh.
NBA. Listen, last night,
LeBron played with
LeBron and Bronny made history.
Yes,
I am not a
yes,
Lakers
yes.
fan, but I am a fan
I'm a
of
fan
what
of them
that
too.
man did
Yes.
and what he did for his
His
son,
son,
his
yes.
family. It was amazing to see.
And I didn't even watch the game
You
last
didn't?
night. I forgot. I
They checked
forgot.
in at the same time.
I literally forgot that it was.
Mr. LaFleur,
LeBron, hats off to you, man. You are a true example of excellence, of greatness. You are a great
father, mentor,
example.
yes.
What's the word when people look up idol?
Mentor,
Like,
leader.
I don't mind
Liaison.
my son
yeah.
or my kids or any kids saying I that's my idol. I look up to LeBron. Yeah, you can. You can look up to LeBron. LeBron is a good example of what a man looks like.
Right.
He's been with the same woman since high school.
Take care of
He
his
take
kids,
care of his kids.
Open up a school.
He take care of his woman. He take care of his
community.
He's loyal to his
All his
friends.
kids going to the NBA.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he has shown you the example of what loyalty looks like.
Exactly.
The same people that been with him since day one are the same people that's with him now.
Agent.
You know? So just shout out to LeBron, to Bronny. I'm definitely excited to see what they are gonna do together. Oh, I definitely gotta get my tickets to the Lakers and Sixers game. I'm excited. I'm excited about the NBA starting. Sixers, we play tonight. We play the Bucks, right?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, God. You what you say? Oh, okay. I thought he was rooting for Giannis. I'm about to say, get out. Get out the studio right now. I definitely
Though
trust
Embiid
the
not
process.
playing.
He not playing the
Joel
first
Embiid
game?
is injured. Paul George is injured too.
What the
What
fuck?
the
Who do we get these niggas for? A bag of chips?
Embiid, you wearing me out. All right,
Yeah,
like the
the
season
season
just
started.
fucking starting and you already out. Like this be the bullshit
He
with
already
you.
was out before the season started.
But this be the bullshit with you, Embiid.
Fuck, I had in the Olympics?
You're getting on my
He's
fucking
starting
nerves.
He's starting next
How
week.
can I trust the process and your body don't trust itself?
Oh, shit. And he had Bell palsy.
God damn.
That wasn't his decision.
He had Bell palsy, too.
That wasn't his decision. That was the decision of the coaches. That
We
is
gonna
the
have to
decision.
replace you in a minute. Keep it up. You fucking keep it up and fuck the process. Let's get a new process and get a new motherfucker. Cause Embiid,
No, because I don't feel like
I'm
feel
not
like
doing this
waiting
with
on.
Embiid.
If we, you know how long I paid for season tickets, trying to get through this process. I'm not willing to do another 10 years trying to get another player like Embiid. I'm not.
We were losing tonight. It's crazy.
Wishbone, shut your ass up.
Y'all got your ass busted last
Knicks.
night.
He's talking
You
about
need
Yeah.
to worry about the Knicks.
Yeah.
y'all got
Worry
your
about
ass
your
whipped.
blue, your
The
blue,
Celtics
your blue
whipped
and
your ass.
orange crew.
The Celtics whipped your ass.
Y'all got your
last
ass
night.
handed to
Y'all-
y'all.
And they got Carl Anthony.
Why you ain't got
Don't
nothing to
worry
say
about
about that, Wishbone?
You ain't say that
What
first.
happened? What happened?
Why you ain't say that first?
What happened to the Knickerbockers?
The Knickerbocker. Boston whipped their ass.
Huh?
132 to 109.
Y'all couldn't contain Tatum, huh?
132 to 109.
132 to 109.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Get out of here, Wishbone.
And that's why I bet over unders.
Yeah. Oh, you bet over under.
I bet over unders like a
Love you,
mother.
Khadijah. What's your prediction for this week?
Man, I didn't even look at. And you know what's so crazy? I went to the casino last night and I hit, and I didn't even go over to the sports side to put my bets in early because I was trying to run out of there before I wouldn't have had no more money left. Bitch, get out of here now, you know? So, damn, but it was a lot, but it wasn't a lot, but it was enough for me to
Hand me
get the
that
fuck out of here.
phone, big.
But anyway, I didn't bet no sports. I was being good last week. I was containing myself because I have bigger fish to fry these days, and so I haven't been betting on sports in the last couple weeks. So
I never bet. I'm not a gambler.
and plus on top of that, like they're not paying no money. Only way they paying money is the parlays, and then they keep letting one person not get what they need to get on them parlays. Like they fucking up our parlays. Like they playing. Now I'm about to go back over to DraftKings because DraftKings is paying if you miss one leg of the parlay. So FanDuel, fuck you, and back over.
Fuck you,
FanDuel. DraftKings will pay if you lose one leg of the. If you lose one leg of the parlay, DraftKings will pay. And I'm like, you know how much money I could have won this year off of parlays? Oh my God. It's always one.
Always one dickhead. It's usually LeBron James over under 32 points.
But I'm talking about with the football.
Don't get me started.
The crazy thing is, the football, they don't put them in. And that be the thing. The team, the players that's supposed to get. Cause I be busting on, like I made a lot of money off of who
the Timberwolves.
Who is
the Lakers won last night. I forgot
off
to
the
play.
Vikings this year.
110, 103.
The Timberwolves. Oh yeah, the
Timberwolves.
Lakers won.
What did Bronny
That's
score?
Let's see.
I was looking at it. I didn't see him on here.
It's B. James.
They
Oh, well,
only got
for the-
Anthony Davis up
yeah.
there for the highlights, 36 points.
Yeah.
God damn,
They
Anthony.
got AD up there, 16 point, 30, what? 36?
Yeah.
36 points.
Anthony Davis had 36.
And Anthony Edwards only had 27.
That ain't bad though, Anthony Edwards. Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah.
He a YN.
And I only see.
Of course, Tatum was the player, the
Jason Tatum's a
All right, they
bitch.
show
top performer.
But no, that's the Celtics.
Yeah. Yep.
I love Jason Tatum.
So I'm ready. Shout out to my Sixers. I can't wait to see what we gonna look like tonight. Shout out to Boss Baby Maxie. You know what I mean? I know he gonna really hold it down.
Yes.
I want to see how Kyle. We still got Lowry. We still got
Yes,
Kyle.
we still got Kyle.
I want to see what he
yes.
gonna do.
What about my guy Jason Aubrey? Like
Ooh.
Aubrey, that's my guy.
I love
like,
him.
That's my guy. I can't wait to see.
I
him.
love
He-
him.
We got some people out there. We got who came back to our team? The center.
Who?
Andre.
Drummond.
Yes, we got Andre Drummond.
Yeah, I like Drummond. I
We
fucks
got-
with Drummond.
So we got Kyle Lowry, Andre Drummond. We still got Oubre. We got. I don't know if Caleb Martin is going to play. He was injured too.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yo,
Maxey-
Boss Baby is.
I hope Boss Baby
At
is
the
back.
top of my list.
I don't know if Boss Baby is he in the night because he had a thumb injury.
Fuck that thing.
All right.
Oh, God,
God.
yeah, you ain't listen.
So he ain't played.
So
no
let
last
me
preseason.
just let Wishbone get his. I feel like Wishbone. you
Okay,
wanted me to-
okay,
I feel
Wishbone,
like Wishbone
okay.
just wanted us to do this sports segment so we could
So we
talk
can talk
all
about
New
his-
York shit.
We're not.
But we
want some
not,
other
dog.
Yankees.
We not, dog. We not, dog. We not. So you hype because your Yankees is in the World Series. The Yankees and the Dodgers.
The Yankees and the Dodgers. Listen. Those are the two most iconic baseball teams in Major League Baseball.
Drummond don't suck.
The
What are you talking about? Shut up, Wishbone.
You took me off. The Yankees and the Dodgers are the two most iconic baseball teams in American history, and they will once again be facing off with each other in the World Series. Thank God the Mets didn't win.
Thank God.
I just couldn't have handled
I'm
the
so
Mets
glad.
and the Yankees. Like, I was having anxiety thinking about, the Mets and the Yankees, the Mets and the Yankees, the Mets and the Yankees. Oh, no, thank God
so
that
glad.
didn't happen.
So glad.
See, I ain't really got, my thing ain't really, gripe ain't really with the Yankees because they not in our division. They
Right.
in the AF.
Right.
They in the American Baseball League. They not with us.
Right, but the
The Mets, they left themselves alone. They home with us, sitting on the couch, about to watch
Yeah.
the Yankees and the Dodgers. I don't have a favorite.
So
It
which
doesn't
one?
really
Which
matter
team
to
do
me.
you like, Wishbone? Because you seem like you
know he
just
want the
bandwagon
Yankees.
baseball fan now. Because
He like the Mets, but he gonna go root for the Yankees.
I mean, I know you're gonna root for the Yankees now, but was you a Yankees fan, or you just bandwagoning now because they in it and they New York?
Because is you really Mets or is you team Mets or is you team?
Because was you
Yankees? I'm a New York. What I just tell you?
Bye.
I'm a New York fan. I'm a New York fan. All right, I'm a Pennsylvania. I'm not a Pennsylvania
So-
fan. I'm a Philadelphia fan because I'm not going to root for the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm not a Pennsylvania fan.
I'm not a state.
I am a
I'm
Philadelphia.
not a state
sports
fan. He
team
said
fan.
every jersey. I'm not. I'm just straight Philly. I gotta keep
Yeah,
it.
I'm
I'm
Philly.
homegrown.
Now, if I have to pick another team, I'm still gonna stay in Pennsylvania, and I
It
will.
would be the Steelers.
root
Now,
for
if
the
I had to, it would
If
be
I
the
have
Steelers.
to,
Like if it be
that's
next,
it.
then they would be next.
That's it, and that's all. I'm not
But-
going to sway. No. Nah.
We gotta keep it loyal to the soil. We keep it loyal to the soil around here. Okay.
That poor.
We keep it, and I guess too. I feel like me growing up in South Philly has is really one of the reasons why I love sports so much too. Just being able to be exposed to a lot of it young, being able to like when my mom used to work for this doctor, like I told y'all before, he used to give my mom like tickets because he had season tickets. So I would go to the vet, watch Randall Cunningham, see Rodney Peete. My mom used to be lead housekeeper. She opened up the Rittenhouse Hotel when they first opened. They have condominiums in there, so a lot of people lived in those condominiums as well as it's a hotel. So my mom cleaned for Pat Croce. My mom cleaned for Rodney
Pat
Peete,
Croce.
Yeah.
I used to run into him all the time.
Holly Pete and Rodney Pete and Hallie Pete. My mom,
Robinson
Holly,
Petes,
yeah,
the Petes.
yeah, Holly Robinson Pete, and
I forgot they was from Philly.
yeah, Holly Robinson is from Philly. My mom cleaned their condo. My mom really loved the Pete's. So I'm kind of like ingrained in the sports because I was always around it. And then when I was young, I worked at the Spectrum.
Oh.
The Spectrum. So when we was kids, the Spectrum when they used to come in and have little shows and things like that, like the Disney on Ice and the circus, they would hire like teenagers and people from the area. We would be in there selling cotton candy, peanut. Well, me and my girlfriends ain't want to sell shit. We just wanted to be. We were just running around the. We had a ball in that Spectrum. We sold a couple things of cotton candy, but we were just running around through the Spectrum, fucking with people, having a good time, and just being able to go into the Spectrum from an employee's, standpoint and be able to walk all through the back and go in all the rooms and do all the stuff, and we just had a ball. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so ingrained in the sports in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
I found Wishbone's sports drop, so we gonna play it.
Let's play that Wishbone sports
so
drop,
now,
so y'all can hear it.
Before we do our sports segment every week, we gonna make sure we drop this drop.
We gonna have a surprise for y'all next week. We gonna have a surprise for y'all next week.
You are now tuned in to the Sports Report on the Thinking Outside the Box podcast with Nelly the Yoga Soldier and Auntie KD, right here on Glockaware Radio.
Oh shit! What's wrong? You sound like a goddamn dude. You so intelligent. That sound like KYW News Radio 1060.
I'm gonna do it again.
Play that again. Play it again, Sagan. Play it again.
You are now tuned in to the Sports Report on the Thinking Outside the Box podcast with Nelly the Yoga Soldier and Auntie KD, right here on Glockaware Radio.
Is that Wishbone? You better stop. Now that's Johnny right there. That's Johnny.
That is Jonathan.
That's Jonathan. Is that Johnny? That's John.
Johnny.
John.
Johnny.
John.
Job well done, Johnny boy.
Well done, Johnny. Thank you so much. That is so dope.
Listen, I love my village, man.
Yo, that is so dope. We love it.
We didn't even take a break today.
Listen,
We went
that's
straight
a
through.
good thing. Okay? But I got some stuff. We going to talk, because I got a couple little things for us. We going 2025 going to be a great year for Thinking Outside the Box podcast. And the reason why I say 2025 because we almost at the close of the year. So I have some things in mind and everything, and I'm about to be my sister's neighbor. In a few weeks. We about to be neighbors.
I can't wait. I be looking down
well,
the driveway
a block or so, but we go
I
right
be
there.
looking
Right?
down the driveway like this.
Did she just walk down the driveway?
Soon and very soon, she is gonna be my neighbor.
Yo,
Soon
cracking the
and very soon, we are gonna live close.
No more riding far to get to Nelly's house. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I'll be around the corner now.
Yo, we are
Fucking
retarded.
comedian, Joe.
Okay, something is really wrong
Yo,
with
so
us.
yeah, so we
Man.
going 2025 is going to be a great year for Thinking Outside the Box podcast. We're going to be outside.
outside.
Okay, we're going to have some events. Okay,
We're gonna
It's
start
gonna be
running
dope.
into y'all on the street, so be ready when we
we're
pull
going
up
to
to
do
you
some
with a
live.
question.
We're going to be doing some live shit like from the movie premieres. I want us to do some live Thinking Outside the Box at the premieres.
Yes, right.
So get ready for 2025. 2025 going to be a dope year for Thinking Outside the Box. We are going to have a great structure and so many new things to do and talk about on our show. So
And
I'm
hopefully,
excited.
Chef can play hooky from work a couple Wednesdays
Yeah.
and come and get in here with
Maybe
us.
we
We
can
miss
get-
you, Chef.
Maybe we
Free.
get Chef in here on the same day when DJ Nate come to DJ.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work that out with your job somehow.
have
We're
to
gonna have to
work
let
your
them know
job.
on Wednesdays the doctor.
Your
said you need
job
a
gonna have to
backiotomy.
work it out.
Yeah, you know, cause we miss you in here, Chef. But I understand. You know,
Gotta do what you
bills
gotta
don't pay
do.
themselves, so you gotta do what
Don't
you
worry
gotta do.
about
Gotta make the money.
And
Well,
don't let the money make you.
Something is really wrong with that.
I
But
watched the
listen,
movie. So anyway,
I think we done.
it is
You got something else you wanna talk
10:54.
about?
I just wanted to say thanks for all the support that we have been getting. Thanks for all the new viewers that have been tuning in. Thank you guys so much for loving our sports segment. I think that was like the greatest thing. Cause on some real stuff, I was about to do a sports podcast for real. Me and Nelly was going to do a sports podcast. We really was. But like we already doing a podcast, so
Right.
like what the fuck? Like we
don't
got a
need to do
2-hour
another
podcast.
show.
Like why would we going to do another show
No.
when we could just talk about sports on the show
That's why I
that
call
we
Think
had?
Outside the Box. 'Cause
So
you
we're
talk
really
about
going
whatever
to
you want.
we are really going to get in depth with our sports
Yep.
segment, and we're going to talk about more than just sports. We're going to talk about sports history.
Mm-hmm.
And before we leave, because I'm glad before we leave, I would like you guys, if you have time, on Amazon Prime, there is a show called The Evolution of the Black Quarterback. It's hosted by Michael Vick. And it's a 3-part series, and it goes into it talks all about the first black quarterbacks that played in the NFL. You know, the struggles that they went through, and up until now, the history that has been made with the black quarterbacks in America is really, really good. Dungy was on there, and Rodney Peete, and so many other quarterback greats, people that I didn't know, things that I didn't even know, like that Doug Williams was the first African American quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl for the Washington Redskins. It was a really, really good series. If you guys get a chance, check that out, The Evolution of the Black Quarterback.
I'm gonna watch that
Michael Vick, again, is the host. And Michael Vick, shout out to Michael Vick. Mike, you did a great job with that documentary.
Nice.
It was very informative. It was, he went all over the country and talked to he started here in Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts.
Oh, okay.
Jalen Hurts was the first quarterback that he talked to, and so it started here in Philly, and then he moved on and he talked about his struggles and how he came up, and how and a lot of them talked about how Michael Vick actually changed the game of football for the black quarterback, and based on him running and getting and changing the way people think about black quarterbacks in America, he had a big influence on that. So go watch that. It was great. It was really, really
I hope
good.
it ain't nothing like that other shit you referred me to.
No, not that. No.
Goddamn.
No.
What was it called?
Leave the world behind.
Listen, I will say this.
It was good.
It was
until the
good
end.
until the end, y'all. Watch it anyway, and then you can punch me in the face.
Well, think about
later.
it.
But it
No
was
one
good.
knows the reason why they probably ended that way, and I'm gonna say this from a writer's perspective, is throughout the way that it ended, throughout the whole movie, they were showing this thing. This was an issue for this person throughout the whole movie. Remember, she was just going through it about why can't I? This is crazy, like.
To watch Friends.
And
bad.
so she really wasn't understanding the seriousness of what's going on, because really a lot of them didn't know what the fuck was happening. They didn't know what was going on. And so I feel like it ended that way because they don't know how it would have ended. You understand? So the most logical way to end it with some understanding would be that somebody got satisfied at the end.
Right, somebody.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a really good movie. It was
It was
it was
good. I just
executive
hate the
produced by Michelle and Barack Obama. And it's called Leave the World Behind. It's on Hulu, I think. Was it on Hulu? Yeah.
Netflix? I think it's on Netflix.
It might be on.
I think
Look
it's on
it-
Netflix. Well, look it up. Just look it up.
Leave the
y'all.
World Behind. It's a really, really
it was
good movie.
Just the ending kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Not kind of. The ending really sucked ass, but the movie itself was good.
Yeah, it was a good movie though.
But listen, y'all, we love and appreciate y'all for always tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Think Outside the Box podcast with me, Aunt KD, and Chef in Spirit. Always powered by Glockaware. Make sure y'all download the app. Stay tuned in for the rest of the day. We got Chronic Conversations from 6 to 7, and Paulie and the Gang from 7 to 8. The whole lineup for the rest of the week. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all download that Glockaware app. Oh, thank you, babe. Shout out
Thanks,
to
Chef.
He's always here with us in spirit. We're gonna tune out. We don't have anything else to talk about. The light in me honors and respects